50,000 years ago, someone got very, very sick, and the people around them didn't just watch and hope. They had healers. They had medicine. They even had surgery, and some of what they used actually worked. This is how ancient humans handle being sick. First, let's be honest about what ancient humans were dealing with. Parasites, infections, broken bones, tooth decay, malaria, tuberculosis. Ancient life was physically brutal. Injuries were constant. Illness was everywhere. So they had no choice but to figure out how to deal with it. And they did. Here is the first thing that surprises people. Every ancient group had a dedicated healer. Not a lucky guess. Not a coincidence. Anthropologists have found evidence of dedicated healers in every ancient culture ever studied. These were not random people. They trained for years. They memorized plants, dosages, symptoms. The healer was one of the most important people in the group. More important than the strongest hunter. Now here is where it gets genuinely shocking. Ancient humans performed brain surgery. The procedure is called trepanation, drilling a hole in the skull. The oldest confirmed trepanation skull is from 9,000 years ago. But we have found over 1,500 of these skulls worldwide. Here's the most incredible part. Many of those skulls show bone regrowth around the hole, meaning the patients survived and lived for years after the surgery. 9,000 years ago. No hospital, no anesthesia, and some of them made it. Brain surgery was not even the most extreme thing they did. In 2022, archaeologists in Borneo found a skeleton 31,000 years old with a surgically amputated lower leg. The wound had healed completely. That means someone performed a clean amputation, controlled the bleeding, prevented infection, and kept that patient alive for years. 31,000 years ago. This was not an accident. This was deliberate medicine. But surgery was not their only tool. Ancient humans were also expert botanists. We have found 70,000-year-old burials where the body was surrounded by medicinal plants, yarrow, groundsel, and ephedra, all of which are still used in medicine today. Willow bark, used for thousands of years for pain, turned out to contain salicin, the active ingredient in aspirin. They were not guessing. They tested, observed, passed the knowledge down, generation after generation. But ancient medicine was not just physical. It was emotional and spiritual too. Every ancient healing system included music, rhythm, and ritual. And this was not superstition. Modern research has confirmed that rhythm reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and speeds up physical recovery. Ancient healers understood something modern medicine is only recently taking seriously. Healing happens in community. Now for the one that always gets people. Ancient humans had dentists. In modern-day Pakistan, archaeologists found teeth drilled with flint tools 9,000 years ago. The holes were clean, precisely drilled. Researchers found no decay inside, meaning these were preventive procedures, not emergency fixes. Ancient humans were going to the dentist before agriculture even existed. One of the most human things ancient healers did was recognize mental suffering and treat it across ancient cultures worldwide, from early Mesopotamia to indigenous groups in the Americas. We find consistent evidence of rituals specifically designed for emotional suffering, not physical injury. They used music, storytelling, community circles, physical touch, things that modern therapy is only now validating as scientifically effective. They did not understand the biology, but they understood the human being in front of them. For all they knew, there were things they could not stop. Tuberculosis has been found in skeletons 9,000 years old. Malaria has infected humans for at least 30,000 years. The flu has been killing people since before recorded history. The same diseases that terrified them still terrify us. 50,000 years later. That is not a coincidence. That is how dangerous they always were. Here is the truth about ancient medicine. It was not primitive. It was the beginning of something. The healer who drilled skulls 9,000 years ago was doing exactly what a neurosurgeon does today, looking at a suffering person and trying to fix it with every tool available. The tools changed. The instinct never did. Ancient humans looked at suffering and refused to do nothing. Same instinct, different tools. That is what you are. 50,000 years of people who refuse to give up on each other. If this changed how you see ancient humans, share it with someone who still thinks they were just cavemen. Subscribe if you want to keep finding out what ancient humans actually knew and what they got right before the rest of us figured it out. Next video, what did ancient humans actually know about the universe? The answer is going to surprise you. See you there.